Hi everybody, this is Skip Sly, passionate hunter, landowner, farmer, and someone who wants to defend the greatest and the last great whitetail state in the country with a really urgent message. There's 5 or 6 new legislative bills that have just been introduced by the legislator this session. In 20 years, this is the worst I've ever seen it. And they're hitting from all different angles on crazy legislation. Things that will instantly make Iowa not Iowa anymore. I mean, that will ruin this state within 1 or 2 years, some of these bills. And there's others that are meant to be stepping stones. So let's start with this amount of tags or this process so we can get it in a 3-tier process. An example would be Ravin Crossbows hiring lobbyists to change the laws. They're doing it for a 3-tier process, and they've admitted their end goal is to get crossbows during archery season. This is not driven by the hunters of Iowa. This isn't driven by the residents of Iowa. This is for that example and all of the examples. That one's Ravin Crossbows out of New York State that just wants to make money. And they're the reason these bills are being introduced, or those bills are being introduced, is purely to make money. They don't care what happens to the residents of this state. They don't care what happens to our deer herd, to access. How many people are having a tough time with access as it is that are going to lose access? They don't care about that. All they care about is money. It's the same with the non-resident tags that they're proposing, the increases. It's the same with the expanded outfitter tags, the allotted outfitter tags. This is all driven by money, and it's driven by groups of people in other states that have pooled their money together, donated to politicians, and found a couple politicians to take these bills up. So what we need to do urgently, is get together and write in. I'm going to list all the bills in the description of this video, all the bills that are out there, which are very real, which very well could go through. What will stop this? I've talked to the legislators that are on our side of this, that are on the right side of this, that care about the residents of the state, that don't want to sell us out. They need to hear from you. They need you to write in. They need to hear from hunters. Instead of the lobbyists for these companies and the lobbyists for the outfitters and the lobbyists for the non-residents, they need to hear from the residents of our state, or even a non-resident that wants to keep Iowa great. And many of you do. So they need to hear from you urgently. The bills will be in the description of this video. Make sure you act, make sure you spend this time. It's a very little amount of time that's going to impact the state of Iowa for the rest of your lives. And once it's gone, it's gone. This is our opportunity. You must spread this message. You have to get the word out. Join IBA, check out things at Iowa Whitetail, and please get this message out. This is critical times. Check out these 5 or 6 bills. Urgent. I'm sounding the alarm. Get the message out. Thanks, everybody.